Here's what it means when your ex is checking in with you. So it's pretty confusing if somebody broke up with you. And they may even told you like, hey, we're never going to get back together again. I need my time, whatever. And they said all these things to push you away. They broke up with you. You accepted it. You started to move on. And then after a period of time, probably right as the time that you're starting to move on, out of nowhere, you get this text where they're just like, hey, how are you doing? They might even just say, hey. And what they're doing right here is either they're breadcrumbing you to try to motivate you to chase them for validation. You have to see it for what it is. It's a gaping black hole where they just want input from anybody. Maybe somebody else rejected them, right? They had some kind of bad experience. They're like, oh, well, maybe my ex will give me, the validation I need. And they just, it's a lack of respect when they do something like that. But it's not necessarily that they're breadcrumbing you to try to get you to chase them, okay? It could be that they're putting out feelers for whether or not you're ready to maybe get back into something eventually. Now, just because they're putting out feelers, it does not mean that they are ready to get back with you, okay? They are testing the waters to see what's up with you. You've been in no contact, either purposefully or you've been in no contact just because you accepted the breakup and you started to move on. And now they've gotten curious and they want to know, like, what's up with this person? Let me test the waters and see what's going on over here. And this is why it's super, super critical to not get too eager, to not get too excited and jump into it. Hopefully, if you've started to move on already, you'll do this naturally. But if you've been sitting around in no contact, missing your ex, waiting for them to come back, and they finally do, if you jump the gun on this thing when they come back, when they're just putting out feelers, it's way too soon. You're going to drive them away. Same thing like if you meet somebody on a dating app and you text too much too soon and they just ghost you. And so when your ex is just checking in, you have to kind of use some restraint and simply allow them to, initiate the conversation. You just respond to the things that they're saying. And also if you do it in a way that's kind of, like sarcastic or like teasing them and you're just like a positive experience to interact with and text with, it motivates them to keep going and keep that conversation going. So probably what's going to happen is they're going to go away and come back a few times because, again, they need to process that positive interaction with you. They're going to go back, think about it, come back again. And so you need to be patient and allow them to kind of go away and come back a few times. But when you can tell they're eating out of the palm of your hand and they're really starting to chase you, that's the time where you're going to go in for the kill and probably try to meet up again. Now, if you want a more in-depth guide about how to text your ex when they come back after no contact, if you click into my profile, there's a link in there. And the second button down is a video guide on how to text your ex. Get that, and you will have a foolproof guide on how to handle that interaction so you don't mess it up after you've been sitting around waiting for them to contact you again.